Hi, this is Ish, and today's class will be centered around very tight areas such as our hips, and this class will be a very deep stretch. So, as you sit here, take a moment to get centered. With your spine straight, close your eyes. Start to bring attention to your hips. Just noticing how tight or how loose they feel in this present moment. And just observe without any kind of judgment. Just a few more breaths here, noticing how you feel. Then on your next exhale, you can slowly start to open your eyes. Come into tabletop position, hands and knees. Start to make a few cat-cows on your inhale, lifting your head up. And exhale, arching your spine for cat pose. Inhaling up for cow. And exhaling for cat. Inhaling up for cow. And exhaling for cat. And just do a few more at your own pace, working with your breath and rhythm. And then on your next exhale, press back into downward facing dog. So feet about hip distance apart. You can start to pedal your feet, bending one knee then the other. And then press both heels down. And just breathe. Focus on the stretch in your heels, your calves. And then bend your knees, and then step forward, coming to forward fold. I like to come into ragdoll here, so bending my knees, grabbing opposite elbows and swaying side to side. Drop your hands down, forward fold. Then inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step back into a plank. Lower down halfway. Press up for upward facing dog, dropping your toes. Then exhale, down dog. Bend your knees, step forward, forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Keep your head straight, pointing forward. And then exhale, fold. Bring your hands to heart center. Come up all the way. Slight arch in the back as you rise, and come back to neutral. Just take a moment here to notice how you feel now. So we'll do that one more time. This is sun salutation A. On your exhale, slight arch back, and then inhale, fold forward. Come up halfway, and then on your next exhale, step back into a plank. Lower down halfway. Drop your toes, press back for upward facing dog, and then exhale, down dog. Bend your knees, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press your hands together, come up. Slight arch them back, and then come back to neutral. And then when you're ready, slight arch back, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Then exhale, step back into plank. Now you can do your vinyasa or go straight to down dog. Now we're going to set up for low lunge. So lift your left leg up, swing it to the inside of the left wrist, then press the right thigh upwards, and now drop the back knee and back foot down. So this is tweaking on your knee. You can always roll up your mat underneath the knee. Then drop your toes and then come up. So you want to make sure that your knee is not past your ankle, and you get a nice stretch in the psoas muscles. And then you can lift your arms up or keep them down. Really breathe into the hips here. Some people love this pose or hate it. So go nice and easy now. Then walk your hands forward and step back to a tabletop position. And we'll do the other side. So right foot to the inside of the right wrist, back knee and back foot down. You can choose to pad your back knee on this side if you did it on the other side. Then come up, making sure your knee is not going past your ankle. It's just one line. Hips forward, either keep your arms up or down. And start to walk your hands forward. Press back to a tabletop position. So we'll do that one more time. So bringing the left foot to the inside of the left wrist, coming up. So you might find yourself going a little deeper on this side again. If your mind starts to wander, gently guide your attention back to your breath or feeling sensations in your hips. I can't talk today. And then press back to a tabletop position. Then now bring your right foot to the inside of the right wrist, low lunge. Press back to a tabletop position. So now we'll come into lizard, which is similar, looks similar to low lunge, but your foot is going to be to the outside of the left wrist. And your foot's going to be pointing about 45 degrees outwards. You're going to walk your back foot back. And you can either stay here or for a deeper stretch, come onto your forearms and then breathe into the sensations here. So this is a deeper variation. And if you were on your forearms, start to press up. Press back to tabletop. And we'll do the other side. So right foot to the outside of the right wrist. Foot about 45 degrees pointing outwards. You can either stay here or drop to your forearms. And if you're on your forearms, press up to your hands. And go back to tabletop position. Then make your way to a seated pose for straddle. So for straddle, you're going to bring your legs out wide. Now this can be pretty intense on the hips. So to make the pose easier, you can keep a bend in your knees. To make it even easier, you would just drop your feet down, knees out like this, and then come forward. So the more you bend your knees, it'll kind of take the pressure out of your hips. Otherwise, you can extend your feet out and then fold forward, leaning with your chest. Now on your next exhale, slowly press yourself up. How do your hips feel now? Just notice. And then gradually bring your hands underneath your knees. Pull your legs up. Then make your way onto your back for a happy baby pose. So grab the outsides of your feet, and then your knees are going to be pressing downwards. And try to press your lower back to the mat. And then when you're ready, you can let go of your feet and come into our final pose, Shavasana. And that will guide you out when the time has come. Keep your eyes closed and just melt away. Now slowly bring attention back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Then bend your knees and roll over to your right, coming into a fetal position. On your next exhale, press yourself up to a seated position with your eyes closed. Just take a moment and notice how you feel now compared to the beginning of class. How do your hips feel now? Where is your mind at in this present moment? Just notice the lightness of your being. Bring your hands to heart center and acknowledge yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste.